When the moon is full and the night is clear of clouds, the air is always cooler. This can be proven with thermometers themselves. If you were to take a measurement of the ground in the moonlight versus the shadows of the moonlight, the temperature in the light is cooler. The moon has a relationship to the earth of cooling down. It makes sense energetically. We are not going to go into the cosmology. It's not worth it, right? And the moon that we're dealing with now is the moon in the dead of winter, known as the full moon in Leo. And of course, as the opposites beautifully work themselves out in the cosmos, the sign opposite the dead of winter in the zodiac is the sign that represents the sun itself, and the sign that represents the hottest time of day and the hottest time of year, the sign of Leo. When the sun itself is traversing the sign of Aquarius, this is the dead of winter, and the opposite of that is Leo, the very place in the cosmos ruled by the sun in our solar system, representing the heart and the willpower. The heart and the willpower, the strength, humility, the love, the empathy, the willpower. It couldn't be more fitting and symbolic that in my neck of the woods we are experiencing freezing rain. Literally. When the moon comes full into the place of the sun every winter, and the sun is in its lowest place in the dead of winter in the northern hemisphere, and there the moon is, as if to say, healer of others, heal thyself. Helper of others, help thyself. Facilitator of others, facilitate thyself. The sun in its own home for one time in the year, perhaps, cannot hide. Freezing rain, the deepest, representing perhaps the deepest of emotions, that which must come under the light of the sun, if you will, in order to be fully expressed, to try to melt away. Freezing rain must flow. That which is built up, the same willpower that we use in our lives in such an automatic way most of the time to reach out and do things for others. Oftentimes we have the hardest time doing just that for ourselves. What is it about our willpower that can be the same seed of our insecurity? What is it about our willpower that is the same seed of our insecurity? That same insecurity is the part that's afraid to allow that freezing rain to come out and slap us gently on the cheek a few times as we run for cover. Sleet, hail, slippery roads, right? Still water, still emotion, and still the moon in the dead of winter. Leo, the sun in its deepest place, the full moon comes in and shines its cold light, and we have the freezing rain. When we think about the world events, it couldn't be much more symbolic, I suppose. Or ironic, if that's the right word. Everything's a bit flippy-floppy. As well it should. This moon is squaring Uranus. It's doing some other interesting things. Why is it in so many cases in our life easier to reach out for others? But then when it comes to living for ourselves, why is it so easy to do so in such a destructive way? Under the auspices of, I'm doing this for me. This is payback. This is my recompense for doing so much for others. And therefore we go and do something harmful to ourselves as a means of celebration, if you will.